I became
this sober vet.
Don't live, don't live, don't live.
Our mission is to normalize sobriety with veterans who are using and abusing substances in a harmful, self-medicating way. Welcome, world. I am Army veteran Joe Urick. I am joined by Army veteran Dr. Teresa Thomas. And if no one told you yet today, sobriety looks good on you. I'm going to start the day with a therapeutism. So, Dr. T, let's jump right in.
Let's go for
How
it.
does shame show up differently in women, especially those in high-performance environments like the military? And how can someone start breaking that cycle in recovery?
That's a really good question, Joe. Shame doesn't always disrupt performance. It often drives performance, right? So it looks like the perfectionism, people pleasing, doing things along those lines, just continuously just overdoing to perform. That's usually how shame shows up. And some ways to shift that pattern of, to say, people pleasing, or also the imposter syndrome is also part of that. You want to separate identity from the output. So who am I versus what I produce?
Okay.
Okay. Normalize imperfection in the culture. Like imperfection, it's okay. We can't be perfect. It's okay to be on, but sometimes we're just not going to be perfect. And that's okay. We're not always going to get it right 1,000%. And that's okay. Calling out over functioning as a boundary issue, not a strength. So overperforming, just calling it out like, okay, wait a minute. This is not realistic, and it's not sustainable either. So just being able to recognize, one, that it is something that looks like continuously overperforming. Also, it could be the imposter syndrome as well. And you want to be able to just relax. Give yourself grace at the end of the day.
Very good. Give yourself grace. That is something I challenge all of our listeners to do, because that is a struggle even for myself. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Dr. T. We're going to jump right in. I'm super pumped about today's episode. With us, we have Kristen Domke, who is a retired Air Force Staff Sergeant who's medically retiring in May 7th after 13 years of service, now part of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program and a 2026 Warrior Game athlete. She's rebuilding from the inside out. She's the founder of Team KDOM Strong, a fitness and lifestyle company that helps people go from inconsistent and stuck to disciplined, strong, and confident, rooted in power and purpose, and is pursuing her master's in sport and performance psychology through National University to become a certified mental performance consultant. Welcome, Kristen. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me. I'm hella stoked.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That is quite the bio. I'm actually really pumped to get into your story.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we just start back at the beginning and kind of how you grew up and how you started thinking about the Air Force as a career?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Ohio, so like coldness and nasty humidity. That's why I'm so happy I'm in New Mexico now, because it's not cold and it's not humid.
Nice.
Yeah, so I grew up in Ohio, but it was like, grew up in the hood, then moved to small town, white suburbia. Throughout high school, I was like the little outcast person, like a lot of us. And I eventually ended up going to a career tech school for graphic design while I was in high school. So like the last 2 years, because I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. Obviously, it's not. And then I decided to go to college, and I went for music education and performance because fun fact, I got to play in Carnegie Hall in high school, playing
Wow.
clarinet. No big deal.
Awesome.
Pretty
No big
much
deal.
Big
boss ass
deal.
bitch.
Big deal.
But then from there, I was in college and I was like, you know, trying to find my identity, but also trying to do school, and I was failing out. And I thought the Marine Corps uniforms looked cool, so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go join the military. But I'm not a Marine veteran, obviously, as you just read. So my first tattoo I have here, I don't know if you can see it. It says love.
Nice.
Apparently, the tattoo has to be like 2 fingers. So this was in like 2012. It has to be 2 fingers, and it was too high. And so I was like, I'll just go to the Air Force. And I got in the Air Force, and I became a good old security forces from there.
Nice.
Quite the difference. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, quick question: where in Ohio were you? So, my roommate, when I was in NEF, he was from Lakewood, and I went there frequently with him on like 4-day weekends and stuff, and we had a lot of fun out there. It was a lot of debauchery.
Listen, yes. So I'm from like the Dayton area. Nobody knows like the town that I'm actually from. But then I went up to college up at University of Akron. So like nice college, cross the bridge, hella ghetto.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
awesome, cool. So, beginning of the Air Force career, where'd you go? What'd you do?
Yeah, so I was excited because I was like, oh, security forces, I'm gonna go do the cool stuff, you know, like what they show in the videos. I beep, welcome to Volgaway, beep, welcome to like gate guard right out the bat. I went to Germany first. I was like, where's Volgaway? It's so small. It's the last security forces police squadron in the Air Force, so we have jurisdiction not only on base but off of base, like all the way to the French border. And great time, amazing time there. Also learned how to drink there because it's Germany. Yeah.
Volksmarches and Oktoberfest and all of that fun
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
You know, I actually never went to Oktoberfest.
No.
No, it was too far of a drive. I just got drunk on base, so I didn't have to drive.
Yeah, you don't have to go off base to get drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
No, because you had to be 18 or 19 to drink there.
Yeah.
Because that was German law, so they did that on the base. And, you know, that's where my drinking career as well as my military career started.
Gotcha.
I like to call it that. But I was deployed out of there twice, and then eventually, unfortunately, because of everything that I saw and things that have happened to me and responding to a lot of incidents on base, not knowing how to cope with that, I just turned to alcohol.
Yeah.
And then 2015, I thought I could take myself out of this world because that would be the easiest solution, right?
Horrible.
Obviously, it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely changed my life. And I was super pissed because I had an assignment to Belgium right afterwards.
Shape was it shape? Shape?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Shape.
Wow. Okay.
But they diverted me to Ohio because they're like, oh, well, she's having, you know, problems. Let's push her to Ohio where her family's at. Bitch, I didn't want to go see my family. They were the problem.
So, can you kind of talk about? So, you didn't really drink prior to joining; it kind of really stemmed in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up with an alcoholic father, but he got saved, like big faith background. He got saved and then he stopped drinking. He's been sober ever since. But I was like, let me have my turn at it. So yeah, it definitely started stemming in Germany, and a lot of blackout nights, a lot of I'm not going to remember this, so let me take pictures, and a lot of celebratory times, and a lot of I think I had alcohol poisoning twice there, where my friends took care of me in my dorm room. So
It is tough because drinking while you're in is so fun because there's so much to celebrate. There's so many, especially when you're overseas, like there's a lot going on. So at what point did you realize like, oof, maybe I do have a problem?
I recognize it 3 different times.
Okay.
I would say the first time would be in Ohio. So when I got to Ohio, I was like, F this, F that. I don't want to be here. My family's here. They're just dropping by my apartment. But lo and behold, God had a plan because I had huge events happen where there's like deaths. Like my best friend died of an overdose. My uncle passed away. My grandpa passed away. And my grandma unfortunately died by suicide, all within a few, like a year, and then a year later, all of that happened within like a few months.
Jeez.
And so I'm so thankful that I was able to take something bad like that happened in 2015 and it was able to turn into something good. And that's when I was like, I should probably stop drinking.
Okay.
And so I white knuckled it because that's the smartest thing to do. And I went to AA,
Yeah.
but I like didn't work a program. I didn't care, you know. That was the first time. And then I went back out after that in Ohio, lo and behold. Yeah.
Attention veteran entrepreneurs, we've got a special announcement just for you. Marathon Business Advisory Services is proud to present a unique opportunity, a J-Dog franchise, veteran-owned and ready for its next chapter. Whether you're looking to own your first business or grow through acquisition, this could be the perfect fit. And the best part, it's completely confidential, with no cost and no obligation to explore the opportunity. Just reach out to Jay Calandra at j.calandra@marathonbas.com to learn more. Support veteran success. Build your future. Let Marathon guide the way.
That second time you tried it, tell us about that experience.
So I was about to PCS to Turkey, and I was like, I should probably like ease myself back in just so I can have like, you know, like one drink every now and then in Turkey because everybody drinks out there. So I can too. Like delusional thinking. Don't know why I did that. So it went from I'm just going to ease myself in to drinking a whole thing of peppermint vodka like a night when I was in Turkey. Yeah. Because there's nothing else to do there because I went there during like the tail end of COVID.
Gotcha. Okay.
How were you? How were your mornings at that time? So the morning after drinking that much, did you just jump right up and do PT? Or I know Air Force is kind of lax in that, or how was it?
PT. Excuse me. This is the Air Force. This is not the Army.
We knew it, Joe.
No,
We knew it.
Set myself up.
PT, I mean, I worked out a lot. Like, I love fitness, all that stuff. Not when I came in, but, you know, after drinking that full bottle, though, listen, I was not happy. I eventually got to the point where, like, I don't throw up because I was a functioning alcoholic. But the next morning, having to get up and then go to the squadron and then arm up and then go, and I was like, oh, it was like horrible. I can't even explain it, you know?
Joe could explain it.
Oh,
Joe,
I know-
Joe,
I know very
Joe
well.
and them used to get in PT and go running.
Yeah, we were puking on our
They're puking.
Monday, Wednesday, and
and rally?
Friday. Yeah, it would be our run days, and we would have to puke and rally. We just had no other choice. And it was like a badge of honor back then, which is so stupid.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So your second time, so what made you quit time number 2? Well, did you have an aha moment or you just got tired of it?
I mean, I was just like, I don't need to drink anymore. I'm fine. I'm gonna go sober again. Like, I think it's because I actually, I don't like to say I lost my AFSC or MOS or, you know, whatever you want to call it. It got taken from me, unfortunately, because so the Air Force Enlisted Classification Directory, big long words to say like this is the qualifications for your job in the Air Force.
Gotcha.
They revamped it so the wording completely different, saying like if you've had suicidal ideation, attempt, self-harm, you're no longer allowed to be a security forces member.
Gotcha.
So after almost 10 years serving my country as a security forces member, like with things like handpicked for protecting President Obama
Yeah.
overseas,
Wow.
handpicked for security details, like I was a trainer, a deployment manager, like I was on the right path to really progressing in my career,
Yeah.
loving my life, air quotes.
Yeah.
And then they said, took me off a 12-hour shift for a joint PSD, like a protective security detail. Went to my chief's office and she was like, so you're not going to be security forces anymore.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, this is great.
That's
So,
yeah. That's your
lock,
identity.
yeah, I had my whole identity in that. And I was like, this sucks. So I drank a little bit and then I said, okay, I can't do this because I want a good job afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
And then they took my guns, but they gave me a TSSCI instead.
What is
So
that?
they gave,
Top secret
Oh,
clearance.
how about that?
Go figure. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I said, how you take my guns and say I can't be a cop, but then you trust me with all these secrets. I mean, I'm very trustworthy,
Yeah, but
but like,
make it make sense though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you had to shift to a different job, right? So what was the new job?
So I did a little bit of human intelligence work out there in
Okay.
DC for about 2 years.
Okay.
I loved it. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then I decided this is my third time. I'm just going to go back out because I found somebody.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And so I just started drinking. I celebrated my 30th birthday out there. I was like, oh, this is great. And then I had a panic attack, a first one, then a breakdown, and then all this other stuff started happening. I had an MST, military sexual trauma event happen.
Yeah.
And then I was like, F this. I'm just going to drink it all the way. And I look back and I'm like, man, if I only would have stuck with what I learned in therapy when I was in Ohio, if I would have just remembered how to do that and actually applied it,
Yeah.
maybe I wouldn't have done all that,
Yeah.
A little bit of regret, but yeah.
It's tough though. I could totally relate because when you get into that effort mode and you are drinking, it's like, hey, this is where I am now. Glug glug glug. Like it's easy to fall into that trap. Yeah, that's why. Thank God I have not relapsed or anything. Like I never wanted alcohol to touch my lips again because I don't know if I could bounce back. Like you did. Like I just don't even want to try myself. So that's why every day I'm making these choices. Now after number 3. Was there a wild night? Was there something that happened where you're like, all right, enough is enough. I'm done for good? Or
Honestly, I don't really know. Like, I would just like drink occasionally because third time, right? They made me retrain again out of this career field because of my, like, just my mental health stuff.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, like, we know you're doing well at this job, but
Okay.
basically either push you out of the Air Force or retrain.
Okay.
And so I retrained a physical therapy assistant. I was super excited because I was like, this is what I can do. I can do this on the outside. I'm about to hit 13 years in the military. And then I went to, like, I had to go redo tech school. Never do that when you're in your 30s. Because these little kids are like, yeah, we're going to go get hammered, shmammered. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. So I did that, and then I went and I PCS'd here at a good old Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico.
Nice.
Okay.
And I think what really stopped this time, I don't know what happened. I think everything from all of my experiences, things that have happened to me, things that I've seen, finally just culminated into this shit show and was like, you're just gonna have a mental health breakdown. And I was like, well, no, because that's for people who are crazy. You know, like
Yeah.
that's not me. I'm
Yeah.
not crazy. But then I eventually, so 2025 was my year of like healing and rebuilding, had no idea what that meant. And that's when on March 20th, 2025, that was my sobriety date. So
Awesome.
just hit a
All
year this
right.
year.
Congrats,
So
that's huge.
super
Good
For
excited.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've hit that year mark?
Actually doing the work and like working a program and like trusting God, yes.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Good for you. Sounds like you have a good foundation. So, what are you relying on now? What is your support system to help keep this going?
That's a loaded question because there's nothing out here, like in the middle of the desert. So,
El
so I work
Paso.
well, El Paso's like an hour and a half south.
That's where
Yeah.
we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I go down there a lot for like meetings and events and stuff just because there's nothing. But I would say like outside, like recovery wise, so I work the NA program. I have a great sponsor.
Okay.
She's probably gonna get mad at me because I should have done more step work, but I didn't yet. I have a decent system here. I also am involved. Have you guys heard of Warriors Anonymous?
I want to say yes. Is that where it's like peers talking to each other?
No.
No?
So it's AA/NA meetings, but only for first responders, active duty, or veterans.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got involved with that through Warrior's Heart. I was actually supposed to go there for like treatment, but the military ended up sending me out to California for like 42 days, the longest 42 days of my life.
Tell us more about that, Kristen. Tell us about that 42 days. What was that like for you?
Interesting. I'm controlling. I will admit that up front. And I had just come off 30 days inpatient mental health facility down in El Paso.
Okay.
Tried to do PHP, didn't work, relapsed,
Okay.
was doing alcohol and things.
Okay.
You
So
know.
we got into some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can talk about that now because I'm out in
Yeah.
5 days.
Okay.
But yeah, I just did some other things that were not healthy for me. I don't like to go into what just because like I don't like
Yeah.
to give that power, you know,
That's
like
fine.
we,
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
it is what it is, you know. Then they sent me to California for 42 days after I was sitting in my therapist's office having DTs and like shaking and having all the fun times. They sent me out there saying that, oh, they have a great military program. It's amazing. No. They were switching out all of like everybody who owned like that recovery place.
Yeah.
The therapist, I don't like to talk bad about places, but I will speak the truth that the therapist was working under nobody. They was not a licensed LMFT. They were not licensed yet. They were the what is
Associates.
it? Yeah.
Associates. Yeah.
I thought they were a patient.
Damn.
I learned I learned more about this person
Yeah.
than they knew about me. And then you got to clap. And then they, this is horrible. She tried to, she tried to do trauma treatment. And in the middle of it, she's like, well, I've never been trained in this. And I was like, oh,
Damn.
oh no.
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, oh, so when you hit that, the threshold, right? The window of tolerance, you go above that, your body shuts down. My body completely shut down the next day. I couldn't walk. I had headaches. I had like a hour flashback the night before. It was atrocious.
Yeah.
And then they brought in a new clinical director, and everything started falling back into place.
Okay.
All of this time, like the behavioral health techs were great. I loved them. They were basically the backbone that kept that running and kept us sane, because they basically took us out to meetings. Like they let us. They were influential enough to be able to let us go outside of the house. Okay. Now the house was amazing. It had a pool in the backyard. We played pickleball, like all that stuff. Nice. But the first, I would say, like 2 weeks were just
hell, huh?
Yeah. And then to top it all off, they don't even know how to work with TRICARE, and they say they're a military facility.
Jeez. Oof.
Gosh.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That is.
So in the beginning, when you had referenced DT, that's delirium tremens. Is that what you were talking about?
The tremors or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. What would help get you through the day? Like when you're that not bad, but when you're at that stage and like you're fresh into sobriety, what helps you mentally kind of push through that? Because that's where a lot of people go, this ain't for me, and they relapse. So what kind of gem can you tell people to kind of push through that hard part?
I mean, you already put your body through so much. Like, it's hard enough just to put your body through all of that while drinking and trying to live every day. I would say survive every day. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you can do hard things. You've done hard things before, and feelings aren't facts. So if you're feeling this right now,
I like that.
Yeah.
Then that's okay. You can feel that, but it's not a fact. You're not going to die. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can, depending on your situation, right? Like if you don't do it safely, but like 9 times out of 10, you're not. Like, you're going to be okay. And you need to have, like, I would have stuff written on my wall, like, you're going to be okay. You're not going to die. You're in your own head. And I'm very direct, though, because that is what helps me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, affirmations are always good. I use them, too.
Absolutely.
Nice. So when did God become part of your journey? Were you always religious? Did you just rely on that after dealing with recovery? Or how did you find God?
I see, that's always a hard question, because, like, when you grow up in the church... Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, I'm religious, I'm Christian. But, like, for me personally and, like, biblically, it's like you got to make a choice. Like, you have all these choices in life. I made a choice to drink and destroy my body for multiple years, I can make a choice to come out of that and follow God, because he's the one who put me into this earth and thought of me, which... still blows my mind to this day.
Yeah.
I kind of always fell back to it. So, like, Germany, I found a church. I mean, I Ubered, taxied, whatever, to the church where Romeo and Debbie lived above, some people from the church. And I broke their toilet seat because I was drunk and I was trying to throw up.
Oh, snap.
And so, like, I think it's just the love of Christ that was shown to me while I was destroying myself slowly. Mm-hmm. Now, not all the time. Like, I did a lot of great things.
Yeah.
But, like, having that to come back on throughout the years. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, when I was stationed in DC, I found a place amazing. I would say church community family, that I was like, you know what? I really need to change my life up. Like, I had just had the panic attack. I had, all these things. Like, I need to make this decision. And it was not like a overnight, like
Yeah.
fix.
Yeah.
I can do hard things. It sucks. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, it's going to be great. Like, following Christ sucks sometimes because, like, you don't
Yeah.
get to do what you want to do.
That's
Right.
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 And I guess recently, I've just been seeing the progress of the healing that happened in 2025. And it's just the beginning. But being able to look back and be like, man, like, he saved me from a lot of this stuff. Like, I should be dead. I should not be
Yeah.
here. I don't deserve to be here. All of this stuff. I'm so thankful to be here. And I'm so thankful that, like, I was chosen to be on this earth. I am able to, like, influence others now that I am able to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And like how they say in like the rooms, oh, the promises are coming true. I always thought that was a bunch of bull crap because don't be so cliche. But now I'm the one who's cliched saying all of this. But yeah, man, I just like, it's amazing to see once you take that small step of like, okay, I think I'm going to try to do this. Now, do I agree with everything? Do I challenge God? Do I like
Yeah.
want to read my Bible every day? Sometimes no. It's just the honest truth. And do I want to go to church every day or like every week? Sometimes no. But
Yeah.
I go for the community. Because if I don't, I'm going to slip back into the shitstorm I created for myself years ago.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying these stories of veterans totally rocking it with sobriety? Here at This Sober Vet podcast, we want to keep bringing these warriors' tales of triumphs to you. However, we need your help to make that happen. We're in need of sponsors for This Sober Vet podcast. That's right, now's the time to show your support, advertise your brand, or just make a monetary donation. It's easy. Just go to our website, www.thissobervet.com. To become a sponsor, fill out the form on our contact page. To donate, just click on Support the Mission. Let's keep shining a light for those still in the dark.
You're definitely talking about how that support system plays an important role in keeping up with sobriety and also the discipline. As you know, I'm sure you know, Joe does his ruck marches, and I know sometimes he's like, I don't fucking feel like it this time, but you still, I can do hard things, right? He still gets out there and knocks it out.
This
So,
morning, for
yeah.
example, I did not want to do it, but I had to. And always when I'm done, I'm so glad I did, because I always play it out and I don't want to live in the regret of saying, you know what, I don't need to do it today. And then like this time I'd be like, crap, why didn't I do that this morning? Because it really does. It brings me back to peace. I'm in the woods. I'm talking to God. And again, in its simplest form, I'm having a weekly celebration of sobriety. Like you said, I am so blessed to be here. I'm so blessed to be in the position I am. And I don't take anything I do lightly. My family loves me again. People rely on me again because they know I'm truthful and I'm here. I'm present. Like there's so much to be thankful for that the least thing I could do is go for a 5-mile walk in the woods as just to show my appreciation.
Yeah, and then when you get out there, like you said, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did this.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, the leaves are like so green, everything's budding. It kills my allergies, but it is
Allergies, right.
but it is gorgeous.
Good
Yes.
stuff. Kristen, what would you tell someone who's like on the fence right now of wanting to make the change, but at the same time, it's like, but this feels so good. I don't know. What would you say to that person?
I mean, I would say like, yeah, it feels good in the moment, but how are you feeling after? How are you feeling days after?
Yeah.
And it's the big thing for me, like I didn't want to do it for myself first. So I said, okay, if you don't want to do it for yourself right now, do it for somebody else that you really care about. And then it will slowly venture into, I want to do this for myself, because you'll be able to have your eyes opened. And I always, man, because I was telling a buddy of mine the other day, he's struggling a lot, and he went back out and he's like, I just don't feel like this and that and the third. Like, oh, I don't feel like I deserve it. And I always go back to our feelings, facts.
Yep.
No,
Right.
you deserve to have an abundant life where you can function at 100% without having to put any substances into your body. And if you don't feel like you deserve it, then go let other people tell you until you actually believe it. You know, like I can tell you my life, amazing, but it was also horrible because I don't remember some of the stuff I did.
Yeah.
And now I get to walk in my purpose. And if you're wanting to walk in your purpose and you're struggling with drinking, drugs, whatever, just go to a meeting, find a community, whatever can help you start to realize that you are worth it and you do have a purpose in this world.
Excellent.
Well said. So can you get into how you got into the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and the Warrior Games athlete stuff?
Yeah, so you're basically screwed up, so that's why you go there.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. So I found out about the program once I started going through my med board. But the Air Force Wounded Warrior program is actually a lot targeted towards active duty, so they can help you find a new outlet to be able to cope, to be able to get back fit to fight, if that makes
good.
sense.
Nice.
Because there's tons of active duty, and it's all branches, right? All branches plus SOCOM, because they have to be special, that have all of the like Wounded Warrior regiments, whatever. It's congressionally mandated, and so I was contacted by a recovery care coordinator. They're at like all across the globe to help you get into the program, and I was like, "What is it? Like, I'm not messed up. Come on," you know. And so my med board is only for mental health stuff. However, after healing that, we found out a lot of physical things, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so they enrolled me into the program, and I'm not one to take help because I feel like that's a weakness, but I know it's not. And I'm very happy for my RCC at this time because she's very direct. And she was like, no, let's stop, you know? Yeah, like cut it out. So I got involved with that. This was last year in 2025. And then I got called by Coach Callie while I was out in Phoenix. She's like, oh, just sign up for the care event. Like, it's easier to take you off, but just sign up for it. Listen. She just be doing this, okay? She coerces you.
She knows what she's doing. Yep.
She did. But yeah, so I signed up for the care event in January. I went and I did the intro to adaptive sports track. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, the sports track was amazing because I can't run right now. My like nerve damage, we don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And so I was able to do track chair. I'll tell you that later. But we got to do so many things like team sports and like individualized sports. The coaches are like Paralympian coaches. They hold like high like medals and like world records for powerlifting. And I was like, this is for us.
Wow.
And then at that event, also, it's like, why are people so nice? Why do you care so much? Like, I'm not used to this. And so from that care event, they're like, oh, just sign up for trials. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not good enough to make the team. Good and not good enough, right? And so I signed up for trials. And it was hosted by the Marine Corps out at Camp Pendleton.
Okay.
And I did wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball, track chair, seated field, and recumbent cycling.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, great. Oh, this is great. And then I did the 800 meter in the track chair, and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I did it in 11 minutes, very slow, and I thought I was dying, but I'll have to send you the picture of the team out at track following me because I did not stop. I do not quit. Just
Yeah.
like drinking.
Right.
I will not quit.
Go all in, right?
And yeah, I was able to, they thought, I don't know, but I got a spot on the Warrior Games team, and I was like,
Yes.
like a little kid, man. Like I was like a little kid.
That is awesome.
Nice. So have you participated in an actual Warrior Games yet, or when does that come up?
It'll be June 12th through the 21st. It's out in San Antonio. Air Force is going to be the best. No big deal. Sorry, Army.
We'll see.
We're not going to take that. You think we're going to take that?
Go Army.
Go Army. There you go.
Go Air Force. Sorry.
That's exciting, though. That's good stuff.
That is exciting.
And then did that prompt you to start your own thing? What was the program you started? Or the
Yeah, so
Kate Armstrong?
yeah. So I felt like God calling me to start something for churches like 2-3 years ago, and I was like, no. Well, don't ever tell God no, because that's stupid.
Right.
You know, I was at a Celebrate Recovery, and I'm just going to be real candid here. I was watching somebody who is over 300 pounds lead worship. I was watching somebody who I knew was actively using, also leading worship. There was just a lot of people who were deciding and acting on something that they were tempted in. And it really frustrated me. And I was like, God, I can't help people with their health and fitness and wellness because this pisses me off.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I just set it aside. And then last year, I was like, you know what? It's time. I'm going to start this business. I don't know how it's going to happen. I find on Instagram a business coach. And I was like, hey, I'm trying to start this business. I need your help. And so I've been working with her for like 7-8 months now. I had to take like a month or two break just because of all this stuff that's been happening. And yeah, I soft launched my business like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm still working on a few things.
Yeah.
And man, I just target people who love Jesus because it's very underserved population in the churches and in the faith community. And I was like, I'm going to serve people and I want them to have what I've wanted that I never had. So everything all in one space. Like we do habit stacking, you know, how to time block, just like a lot of simple things that people don't understand correlates into multiple aspects of your life. And then after we do that month, then you get into an 8-week fitness program, but also with some cool stuff sprinkled in like Q&As, live workouts, stuff like that, because I want you to be able to continue this with a community that you build yourself, because I can't build it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to teach you how to do that. And I'm doing it online, individualized training. Eventually, plans to be able to grow for churches and events and things like that. But that's in the future.
Very cool.
Outstanding.
Yeah, look
I
at
love
you.
it.
Good.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Nice. So what's next? So besides that, like, so you're getting out next or later this month, right? Next week?
The 7th
Wow.
of May is my last day.
Man, that's pretty wild. So what do you got? Do you have like anything lined up that you're jumping into, or are you slowly working on your business, or what is the next step?
I always am like, oh, there's nothing. But like, I just never stop. You know, I give myself time to rest, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm just like, I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, so training for the Warrior Games. I will be competing in track chair, seated field, and recumbent cycling.
You're going to be doing the 800 meters
Listen,
again?
Listen, okay, so what happened was no. So okay, Coach Teresa, I love you if you're listening. However, listen, she sees stuff in people that they don't see in themselves. Because you know what we doing? The 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, and the 1500.
Get
Whoa.
That's
out.
exactly the look that I said when she said that.
Out.
Man, you got this.
I was like,
Yes.
but hey, you know what? It's great because we competed in the Texas Parasport Games last week as a Warrior Games team.
Uh-huh.
And I cut 3 minutes off my 800 time. I went from an 11:40 to like an 8 minute.
There you go. Okay. That's huge.
Okay, that
Nice.
is.
I'm gonna cut more time off. Listen,
Yeah.
you'll see me. It's live streamed on YouTube, so
Okay.
just saying. Yeah, but I'll be training for that.
Good
Well, you're putting in the
stuff.
work and it's paying
Yes.
off. I mean, if you're cutting your time
It's
like
my new
that.
favorite sport. I don't know if I should have told her that, but it's my new favorite sport.
Now that she knows, she's like, okay, I got you.
Got it.
1500.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like training wise, that's what I'm looking at. And then September, I'll be doing a monument M monument to monument cycling from North Carolina up to the Air Force Memorial in DC.
Wow.
It's a century. It's like 3 days.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's like fitness wise,
Right.
work wise, building out my business, and I really want that to be the source of my like full income, like that to be able to support myself because I believe that's what God has called me to do. I'm really bad at asking for money, so I'm learning.
We all are. Yeah. I'll put a link to that in the description on your episode so that way people know where to find it.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. He'll provide the
but yeah.
provision. Yeah.
And then he'll bring the people that are supposed to be here.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
But yeah, doing that and then doing some personal training on the side at the gym on base. And then just really trying to figure out like working on myself, like just growing in who I am, who Jesus wants me to be, cleaning up my house because I have too much crap I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
And then, and then just finishing my master's degree so I can really integrate that into what I want to do. So
That's
Sweet.
outstanding. That is
It
so
is.
cool. And I'm so proud of you because
Yeah.
what you're doing now is you took the attention and time that you did put into drinking before, and now you're focusing it on you and bettering yourself. And that to me is the beauty of sobriety because we all have that in us. And when you're on this side of sobriety, it is so fulfilling to use your time in a way that you're building yourself and your community as opposed to destroying yourself and living in regret. So good for you.
Yeah.
That's friggin' awesome.
It is.
thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's hard to see sometimes. You're like, I'm doing this.
You are. Yes.
Yep.
I'm Kristen Domke, and that's how I became this sober vet.
If you support veterans choosing sobriety, show it. Like, follow, and subscribe to This Sober Vet podcast. Your support keeps these stories alive.